Believe it or not, I don't really actually watch the Oscar ceremony. I'll watch the red carpet and some of the highlights, but with a face like this, I'm not missing this year's Academy Awards. Because I am a Coco fan. Conan O'Brien has always cracked me up with his self deprecating humor. He's quirky, he's funny, and he's entertaining to watch. And at 6'4", Conan is a tall king. Sometimes I don't vibe with the films that are nominated, like Amelia Perez this year. I don't enjoy awkward moments and hosts that aren't funny, like the James Franco and Hathaway debacle. Neil Patrick Harris was just cringe. Seth MacFarlane showed his misogyny. This was before the Me Too movement. But when they announced Conan O'Brien would be hosting, I was like, let me tune in. Conan was born on April 18th, 1963 in Brookline, Massachusetts. He's an Aries. He's one of six kids, super duper smart. He was the valedictorian of his class. He went to Harvard. He wrote for the Harvard Lampoon. He graduated with honors. After graduating, he moved to LA and he started writing on some shows. And then he got an SNL writing gig and he was there for about 6 years. Then he becomes a writer for The Simpsons for a couple of years. Subtle foreshadowing. After a couple of years, he learned that David Letterman wanted to retire and he ended up getting the late night gig. Conan was doing his thing with late night, and after 12 years, NBC told him, look, in another 4 years, you're going to be the host of The Tonight Show. He was supposed to take over for Jay Leno. Fast forward 4 years, NBC was a little bit nervous because Jay was still doing really well in the ratings. NBC doesn't want to lose Jay, but they don't want to lose Conan. So they come up with this plan to have Jay's show on a little bit later, and they're going to delay Conan's show. But Conan was like, hold up, wait a minute. This is going to change the whole Tonight Show format, and I'm not messing with it. He was like, I'm not going to do this. I refuse. They gave him an exit deal of $45 million, and they told him he couldn't be on TV for a few months. Then it was all about Team Coco, and he had a show on TBS. The show was on TBS for 11 years. Now he's got a podcast called Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. Conan married Liza Powell in 2002. Together, they have two children, a daughter and a son who are now adults, and they've been going strong ever since. Conan reminds me of those fun travel ball dads that'll sit in the stands with you and talk shiz about the umps, and he's got a little vodka in his coffee cup. Coco cracks me up, and because of him, I will be watching the Oscars on Sunday.